What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So pretty much another day with the automatic JZ swap on the great Scion Frs. So pretty much today we're gonna be working on the fuse box relocation and also the battery relocation like I did on the white car. So basically I've been getting a lot of questions about how I did the battery relocation on this car and also the fuse box relocation. As you guys know, the battery, it used to sit all the way down there, and then what it used to be here is the fuse box. The battery, I have it all the way back in the trunk. So here's the battery all the way on the trunk side of the car. All right, it's pretty nice and tucked in here. I still gotta fix all this stuff. And then on the other side we have the new performance surge tank. I don't think we're gonna be running a surge tank on the great car. I don't think it would be necessary, you know, unless we're planning on tracking this car. But like I said, this is gonna be a automatic daily car. I don't think we're gonna be, you know, bringing this car to the track at all. So yeah, so this swap, I'm gonna keep it as simple as I can, you know, with the stock turbo, stock injectors. The ECU, I'm thinking about like getting like aftermarket standalone ECU with it, you know, so we could have the room to tune it up or down. Maybe we wanted to push it slightly more, you know, from the stock power, you know. So I don't know, but that's the plan now. Anyways, so I got a few stuff over here from AutoZone. I got this ground battery cable that I need for the bag. Right, I'll show you guys in a second. I got this 4-gauge wire from Amazon. This is for the battery, and I have a whole bunch of leftover, you know, from the white cards. So I got I think about 10 feet of wire over here. This is for the ground, and I think I have another 10 feet of positive over here. Hopefully it should be enough, you know, for what we're doing today. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys how I did the fuse box relocation and also the battery relocation. All right, so pretty much here I just put that fuse box back into the original place. As you guys know, the fuse box is here and the battery, it used to sit right here. Matter of fact, this is the bracket is still here. All right, so basically this is how the fuse box sits originally. I just put it back, you know, because I already have taken out everything, you know. Took a step ahead of you guys, though, like a couple days ago. I just wanted to get this done. Now the process of relocating all this is very easy, you know. I guess like a lot of people see all this wiring and stuff and they get kind of scared, but I mean there's really nothing to scare of. So you're gonna start by pulling the battery out, right? The battery is sitting here, so you have this bracket, I think, and also you have like a black tray here that holds the battery. You're gonna pull that crap out, right? We already disconnected all this ground wiring, you know, that we need for the car, right? Make sure that you label everything. This is the 2 positive one that's actually this right here, connect into this one over here, right? I already took all that out. This is where your starter line goes. This is where's the starter side, all right, power to the starter, and this is your signal to click on your starter, right? That's actually connecting to this one over here. All right, I already have everything, you know, tucked in the side. So, you know, just like I said, I just wanted to get this done. So moving down here, you have your alternator, right? Make sure that you mark it up. So for this sub, I'm trying to keep all this stock wiring, you know, because it's pretty nice though, you know. It's also insulated, you know, and everything. So, you know, it's good stuff to have. Because the other car, I did like a lot of extensions from the ground side, I believe. So yeah, you guys see the blue lines over there. That is actually an extension, you know, from the ground lead to the block. So, you know, and the other one is just power. The one under, it's just power to the starter, which is the other side. So I don't want to go through that again. It's a lot of work. I'm just gonna save some time on that. Anyway, so you're gonna take out your fuse box. First, you're gonna unplug all this stuff over here, which is you have this little, I think this is your daily running light module. You gotta unplug your horn, right? You gotta unplug your crash sensor, right, which is this guy over here. You're gonna unbolt your ground, which is over here. And then this already, you know, this is all your headlight stuff. You already know what it is. Your fog light, your turning light, your side marker. This one, I think it's the horn, the high and the low side horn. And then what we have here, oh, these are the fans. So, you know, just make sure that you tag everything. I already know what they are, so, you know, I already have it in my head. So if you guys are doing it, I highly recommend you to tag everything, because you don't want to, you know, lose track of it or something. So all right, so you already have taken out everything. Now you do actually need one of these terminal leads. You can get this in Amazon, or you can go to AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. Now, and then from the chassis, this is actually factory. You have a, I think there was a bolt here that was holding the tray up. You know, you take that out and you're gonna have access into this. I just, you know, drilled this through. I made a hole into it. I put a screw on it, and it just bolt right in. The bolt thread pitch for this is actually a M6 by 1.0. Now this is really important because you want to have this ground cable in here, like so. So this is going to sit as this, right? And then this long one here, it could go attached to the block, so I don't have to, you know, create any type of extension, you know, like I did on the white car. So I'm just gonna keep this, and also this one, you know, this could go anywhere on the chassis, this could go on the block. I did over here, you know, just to get the bare metal surface, I use a little bit of a, you know, paint stripper, spread it down a little bit over here, so, you know, just to remove the paint, and so we could have a good contact with the chassis. Now, like I said, this is actually very important because this actually attach into this terminal over here, right? Put this here like so, boom. And plus, you don't have to extend all these wires, all these 4 wires. All right, you plug it in, and you have your ground here, right, to the block. So I don't have to create an extension like I showed you guys on the white car, right, the blue extension. So I have this over here. We're using all the OEM wiring. You know, this is another grounding point. Like you just put it wherever you want, right? And then from over here to the trunk, I'm gonna use my brand new, right, 10-foot wiring, right? Obviously you're gonna create your battery terminal over here, and it just send it to the back. For the fuse box, you have unplugged all this wiring, right? Your horn, your daily running light, your fog lights, your whatever, all this stuff in the front, your crash sensor, and your fans, and, you know, right, everything is unplugged over here. And also you have unbolted your fuse box out of the, you know, original places here, here, and here. It was a plastic that I already cut out, which was holding the box in place. So which is this over here. Oh my god, this is so, this is all over the place now. All right, so it's good now. All right, it was sitting just like so. All right, and then now you could just move on and move this to the back, right? So you're gonna have to play a little bit with the box, right? Oh, I forgot to mention this. You actually have like a little metal clip over here. Let me see if I find it. I think I throw it out or something. Oh, this is the other. No, this is from the harness. I think I throw that out. Anyways, when you guys, oh, it's right here. Ta-da! So this actually was somewhere around here, like so, right? So I took the grinder and I cut that out, and also I used a hammer. You guys see a little taps over here, some lock tapping over here, right? Bring this down a little bit because this is actually on the way for your fuse box to sit. You just tuck it in here, just play with it, right? And then eventually it will sit in. Now I have this, I'm gonna have this wiring facing this way, so when I put this bolt here, it would just right in. This is the harness that you're extending. This is the 2 positive. All right, that's why we got the 4 gauge and the 2 gauge. And then we're gonna bring that to the trunk. This is how it's going to sit, right? Boom, like so. All right, there you have it. Another thing that I did over here that I didn't do on the other car is I used a rivet knot, right? On the OEM position, there was a bracket over here. I took it out and I put a rivet knot over here so I could just bolt this bolt this fuse box in place. I'll be nice and clean. Let me just, yeah, there you go. Boom. Now you press this down a little bit, let the wiring on the back sit, and there you have it. Very simple. Now this is the tricky part. Now I want you guys to label everything because you guys gonna need all this. So from here, right, all this wiring, I think this is the most annoying part because you're gonna have to extend all this wiring, right, from here for here. I don't know if I'm gonna be running the stock fans for the headlights. Is a lot shorter, so I'm gonna have to do like maybe like, I don't know, this one a couple of inches, but this one at least like a foot out of wiring. This is the horn stop and the daily routing line. The horn you can run it wherever you want. And then this is the fog light and the turn signal, right? I don't think I need to do anything on this one, depending on the headlight you're getting. This are your side marker, right? Goes all the way that way. So I mean, basically, yeah, you have to extend all the wiring from here to the front. From here you could just tuck it in here, put some insulation, right, like a thermal sleeve or something, just to prevent all this wiring to get on fire or melt down or something, and then you'll be good. On the previous car I actually hide everything behind the fenders, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that on this car. So yeah, so that's basically it for the fuse box relocation. All right, so it just got this ground wire very nice tucked in there, with the stock harness that actually come under the passenger side, right on the corner over there. And then from here I would just run this wire like pretty much under the carpet. And you're gonna run this all the way under the carpet. You pass this trim over here, you bring it up, and you just from here all the way to the trunk. All right, so I guess I ended up like pulling out the stock sets out of here. It just make my life a little easier. I mean, you don't have to really do this, you could just get it done as it. Just pull all the trim up, lip all these pieces out, and then you have access into the carpet, right? I mean, regardless, I have to pull this out anyway just to service this, but look at how gross is it. We got a bug there. Ew, holy shit. Damn. All right, so this is how the ground wire is going to sit. I mean, you could just tuck it as well under this plastic trim. I don't think it would be necessary though. This is nice and tucked here. Make sure that there's no like sharp edges, on the chassis. I could just cut this wire. I mean, it doesn't really matter because this is actually ground. you just gotta be extra careful, you know, with the positive wire, because you could just create a short or fire in the car. And yeah, so this is how it sits all the way down here, and this is gonna be going to the back side, which is the trunk side. It's gonna come up here, right? And I'm planning to put the battery here like I did on the other car. And then you could just ground this into the chassis. I have an extension here because my wire wasn't long enough. Now, if you're gonna relocate your battery, I highly recommend that you get a 12-footer or 15-footer wire. So you could just have this wire, you know, direct into the battery. And then from here, I got my extension. This is gonna go actually around the chassis behind it, and this is gonna go to my negative of the battery. So for the positive side of the fuse box, I actually put all this together, merged into one big cable here. These two were actually pretty much the two that was actually connecting into this fuse, and also this one. So I put them together. So what I'm gonna do, instead of like using these two fuse blocks, I could say, I'm gonna use a 250 amp breaker. So instead of like having these fuses blown up, you know, the breaker just jump and it could be resetted. So the thicker wire would be 140 amp and the smaller wire would be 80 amp. So if we add both together, is about 220. So a 250 amp breaker, you know, should works fine. So pretty much this is the most important part. You know, you just gotta make sure that your positive wire, right, none of it is exposed and touching the chassis. Otherwise you would just create a short, and also you could just create a fire though. So you gotta be very careful. So with the red wire, pretty much the same thing what I did with the black wire, which is the ground wire. You know, tuck it in here, right? Everything inside the carpet, behind the carpet, you know, keep it safe. And then, you know, I created the other side of the terminal. Now that's gonna go through here, which is the trunk area. I'll catch it up here in the back somewhere. Let's see, here it's gonna come up from here. Ta-da! And from here I'm gonna have an extension, and I'm gonna add from here the 250 amp breaker, right? That's connect directly into the battery, and also that could work as a battery kill switch, right? I mean, God forbid you go on a vacation, you want to just, you know, make sure that your car is properly locked and safe. All right, you lock your car and all that, you pop that switch, boom, you're ready to go. And also your battery won't be drained from there. So this is just an example, you know, just to show you guys how the battery is gonna sit. And then that'll be the other line, which is this one over here, right? This is go into the battery here, bang, and this is gonna go into the breaker, right? Pretty simple, you know, nice and clean. And the front is almost done as well. Well, I mean, not, we still got a process to finish, but here's the front. So the battery box is on its place. So the fuse box is being relocated onto the battery place, right? And the battery is being relocated onto the trunk. Now we just gotta finish up by extending all this wiring, and then you should be good.